Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Fun Artifact Friday. Today, June 30th, is National Meteor Watch Day. Now if you've ever seen a shooting star, it's likely that what you've seen is a meteor. Shooting or falling stars is the streak of light that you see falling through the sky that's more scientifically known as a meteor. Now this streak of light is produced by meteoroids falling quickly through the Earth's atmosphere at very, very high speeds. These high speeds cause the gases surrounding the object to heat up and then glow, and that produces the streak of light that's probably white, but if you're really lucky, it might be purple or yellow depending on the chemical composition of the object and the gases surrounding it. Meteoroids are chunks of rock that contain different metals. They're often broken off from larger pieces during a collision in outer space. Most meteoroids are burned up in the atmosphere before they reach the Earth's surface. However, occasionally, one makes it through and collides with the Earth. Now, there is some speculation regarding how a collision with the Earth and a meteor could allow precious metals to become more accessible to us. But we don't want to step on the toes of any of our beloved geologists here in KL, so we're going to skip over the fine details. However, there is some recent research regarding how a collision with a meteor and the Earth could deliver precious metals to the Earth. And as we are built on the mile of gold, anyone who lives in KL will know the value and appreciate precious metals. Northern Ontario, as many of you will know, is known for having its ground be rich with precious metals such as nickel, cobalt, silver, copper, and of course, gold. It's also been known to produce amethyst. So in the name of all things geological, we've decided to break out some rocks in our collection storage area here at the museum for you today. We have many rocks and minerals on display, such as our native silver nuggets, chalcopyrite, quartz, copper, and gold. Our gold on display even includes our quarter-ton sample of rock, containing 23 visible specks of gold that total approximately 1 ounce. However, today, I want to show you some of the items that we have hidden away. Now that we're downstairs, I'm going to start with some of the more local things that we have tucked away. This is some gold ore from the Kirkland mine. The Kirkland mine was located east of Kirkland Lake in the Larder Lake and B-Town area and operated from 1936 to 1989. Kirkland was the source of great excitement in Kirkland Lake, not once, but twice when a gold heist occurred in 1965 and then again in 1987. In the 65 robbery, the thieves escaped in a plane. In the 87 robbery, those working in the gold refinery were held up at gunpoint and forced to hand over $200,000 worth of gold to the thieves. In both cases, despite great effort, no criminals were ever found. Next, over here, I have some iron pellets from Adams Mine. This was a more recent mine that operated between 1964 and 1990 and was located just a couple of miles southeast of Kirkland Lake. The mine employed hundreds of people, helping Kirkland Lake recover from the closing of local gold mines. When it closed, it was producing 1 million tons of ore. However, this was just not competitive enough for the market at the time. Following its closure, the Adams mine became the subject of years' worth of controversial debate. The site was being explored as a depot for excess waste and garbage from the city of Toronto. We have many files on this debate, including newspaper articles, pamphlets for and against the issue, and letters of correspondence discussing the matter. Finally, I have a sample from the Mile of Gold. This little nugget here is attached to this card and would have been given away as a souvenir for Kirkland Lake. I also have some very interesting rocks for you that are not from this area, but that I found incredibly interesting to look at all the same, so I thought I would show you. These may have been donated by someone local who tended to a rock collection. This first one that I have for you here is a turquoise stone. It would be from Ithaca Peak Mine in Arizona. The second one that I have here for you is called a Herkimer diamond. It's so named when a clear quartz is found on a brown matrix, such as this rock is. This would be from the New York area. And finally, I have an amethyst. Amethysts are a purple variety of quartz and therefore have very similar properties. It gets its purple color from impurities in iron, as well as other metals and trace elements within it. You've likely seen it before as it's commonly used today in jewelry. Amethyst owes its name to its purple color. It comes from ancient Greek. The story goes that the ancient Greeks associated the color purple to Dionysus, the god of wine and pleasure. Therefore, they believed that those who wore the stone would be protected from drunkenness and would be able to keep a clear head. So if you get a chance, take a look outside tonight and see if you can make a wish in honor of National Meteor Day. That concludes this Fun Artifact Friday. Tune in next week and see what we have in store for you. Thanks.